Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be replacing the tail light on my E39. This is a 2002 model E39. It's a 525i. And recently the entire light, every single one of these lights went out, and it's not due to the bulbs, it's actually due to corrosion on the connector. At first I thought it was corrosion on the male connector, but it's actually corrosion on the female connector, which meant I had to buy an entirely new housing, which is relatively inexpensive on eBay. This one was about $70 plus shipping, which I think is pretty reasonable for an OEM original tail light that's in much better condition. So this one, I'll show you a close-up. It did come with the connector, the male and female, already on it, which is good. That means that if I cannot reuse the male connector that's original to this car, I can always solder in these ones, but that's gonna cause more failures potentially, so that's why I will avoid it. Let's take a look inside and I'll show you what I mean by corrosion. So this is the back of the taillight housing. This is on the driver's side of the car, and it's gonna be hard to see, but inside of here are corroded connectors. A couple of them are even missing. And then here's the male connector. These wires are mixed around because I tried to de-pin this connector to see if the corrosion was just in here. And these look mostly good, and that's why I want to reuse them if I can. But I will have to repin these, and I've got some notes here with the pinout. And actually, I will give that to you now. It may be different on your car if the model year is different, but it should theoretically be the same. So as you're looking at the back of the connector with the spring clip on top, the order will be the blue-purple, blank, white and yellow, brown, blue-green, and black. So I'm going to swap those around right now. And then on this also there is this white clip that is supposed to keep them a little more secure, I believe. Keeps them from popping out. And then that will go back in here. Word of caution, if you're trying to remove these, use either something good like a Nipex and be gentle, or even get yourself a parallel pliers and gently pry the connector out of here, because at least in mine, it was really, really tight. And you don't want to damage that. So the only thing it takes to remove this housing are 4 8mm nuts. They are not on very tight, and mine weren't too corroded. While I'm taking this off, I'll tell you why it's corroded. On the rear driver's side tire, like in the fender, I'm getting some rust, which, you know, with a 20-year-old car makes sense, especially in the Midwest of the United States. And it is causing dirt and debris and road grime, like, you know, salt and water, to get thrown into this corner of the car, which is why the amplifier in my car is actually dead, and why these parts are starting to fail. Now all I have to do there is just push it out, and it comes out of the car. The construction of this taillight housing is actually quite interesting. All of these metal pieces you see act like a circuit board. This is, in effect, a printed circuit board. And with this close-up, you could probably see a little better the corrosion on those pins. Without better lighting, it's really hard to see, but the pins are missing in there. And to remove the bulbs, all you have to do is turn these connectors and they pop right out. And then they go right back in. It's actually really clever, just kind of over-engineered for what it is. And because of this PCB-like design, it means you can't just go ahead and resolder the wires almost directly to the bulbs without a lot of extra work. And now to install the new taillight, you just simply push it in and put the nuts back on. This is surprisingly easy, and another example of why, in my opinion, BMWs are some of the easiest cars to work on. They're certainly the easiest cars I've ever worked on. Not to say there aren't challenges with BMWs, but these older BMWs, I'd say pre-2009 for sure, are very simple. And I don't think they're above any home mechanic. Once you get past 2009, then I'd say don't even bother, because the shop's going to charge you way too much. They become too complicated for your average home gamer, so you got to get some more advanced computer tools to be able to really work on them properly. So let's see if this fixes it. All right, let's see if this works. All right, well, we've got a running light. We've got a signal. And I believe if the reflection off the garage door wall was correct, I have a brake light. So it looks like everything is working properly as it should. And if you're experiencing problems with your headlights or taillights, it very likely could be the connector, not just bulbs or some other, electrical gremlin. So this is something that's very easy to check and diagnose, and then if it is the problem, it's not too expensive to buy. So hope that helped, and until next time, see ya.